There's no more competent guide than intuition and gut feeling. Even if we as modern humans find it hard to believe, we are still a product of evolution and everything that goes with it. Those instincts and talents that have brought us this far into the highly developed 21st century remain our most important advisors today. At least, they should be. None of our sensory organs can react as quickly to environmental stimuli as our subconscious. The amount of information it can process within seconds, thanks to intuition and gut feeling, would probably paralyze our brain for hours. It doesn't matter whether we're talking about encounters with new acquaintances, certain situations at work, in traffic, or in our free time. Our sixth sense is always on guard and never sleeps. It monitors the here and now. And then, of course, there is the seventh sense. It is responsible for anticipating future events as precisely as possible. Both of them have not been given to us for nothing. We would like to present you with 5 examples of when and how our natural instincts guide us and others safely through everyday life. If you like our videos, please support us with a thumbs up, subscribe to Psychology in Mind, activate the little bell, and get ready for the videos we upload for you every day. I'm not feeling well. No one, no doctor in the world, knows our body better than we do. We probably don't always manage to give it all the respect it deserves. It works tirelessly around the clock, just for us. So when we notice that something is wrong, and we feel tired, drained, or depressed and helpless, we should definitely trust this instinct. Perhaps a day or two break from the world in both analog and digital will be enough to get us back on track. If this phase of malaise lasts longer, it's time to see a doctor you trust. Many illnesses and deficiencies manifest themselves in symptoms such as exhaustion and also cause your mood to drop to 0. If you can rule out physical causes, the real work begins. What about your emotional life? Do you maintain social contacts that fill you with joy, or do you only live for work? What about soul care? Your spiritual side may be coming up short right now. Our heart and soul often use physical symptoms to be heard, but exhaustion and symptoms of illness can also indicate that you are no longer on fire for your life, just burned out and empty. Give your batteries a reboot and a few days off in nature and without outside pressures. This person needs help. We often rush and hurry through our daily lives and hardly notice the people around us. Yet we instinctively sense when someone needs our help. A fall with the bicycle, a fainting spell on a hot day, an elderly person who is confused and can no longer find his way home, or a child who has lost his parents in the hustle and bustle. All of these incidents happen every day and in high numbers. The decisive difference is always made by the one person who does not pass by carelessly, but stops and offers his or her help. Sometimes we even save a life that way, but it can also happen that people refuse our help, perhaps even quite brusquely and indignantly. Don't worry, this is part of the spectrum of interpersonal relationships. As we know, not everyone can accept help, and those who can afford to refuse it are probably not in immediate danger. But you trusted your instinct and behaved correctly. I can do it. It's a feeling like an adrenaline rush, when we suddenly and from the bottom of our hearts know that this or that challenge is a cinch for us. We are then literally inspired by the conviction that we are the right people for this undertaking. Life does not often give us such a so-called burst of courage, but when it does, we can trust this instinct without reservation. When we are so convinced of the rightness of this feeling that there is no time for doubt, skepticism, or a lengthy weighing of pros and cons, the answer is simply yes. This spontaneous input of self-confidence is a powerful tool that lets us tackle even the most impossible tasks with ease. If you feel this feeling inside you, just trust it. Caution, danger. Probably one of our oldest, but certainly most important instincts is the one to warn and keep us safe from danger. This is really where the survival mode speaks to us. We must imagine these signals like an assessment of the situation and the messages of our sixth and seventh senses. When danger threatens, all of our senses connect into a single perception. Eyes, ears, and even our skin react accordingly. We immediately feel a sinking feeling in the stomach area, and not infrequently, a cold shiver runs down our spine. The sum of all these vibrations that our antennae perceive is called instinct. This can be activated when we meet strangers, in everyday situations, or, of course, when we're embarking on adventure. We probably cannot even estimate how many times in life these clear warnings of our intuition have already warned us of harm. The car we didn't get into, the clam chowder on vacation, the date with a stranger, or the investment that actually sounded quite promising. Danger does not always have to affect life and limb, even though it can of course threaten precisely these two areas in the worst case. It is the right decision. A good decision expresses itself in a thoroughly good feeling. Anyone who can inwardly pat himself on the back and congratulate himself has done something right. It is normal that certain decisions sometimes occupy us for a longer time. They were either of great importance, or it cost us a lot of thought and overcoming to wrestle ourselves through to it. We don't take these big steps in life lightly, but when our gut instinct gives us the green light, everything is fine. By the way, this instinct can also make itself felt by acknowledging our good decision with silence. This is known to count as approval. If you don't have to think about a chosen path for a second, this also shows that the chosen direction was the best choice for you. Today's conclusion: more feeling than reason. The good news comes at the end. Listening to and trusting one's instincts is something we can learn. It's a kind of training, similar to that in the gym, where we strengthen our muscles and make them visible. In fact, the more often we listen to our intuition and trust our gut, the better we learn to understand the signs. This connection becomes stronger every time we listen to it. Think of your instincts as a gift that has been given to you along the way. They always work for you, never against you. Even if you ignore them and punish them with disregard, they will remain loyal to you. It is up to you how white you use this assistance, but it's worth its weight in gold. That's it for today.
Thanks for watching. Did you find this information helpful? Do you have experience with it? We would love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and let us know your thoughts. For more resources about mental health, self-improvement, and psychology, visit our website. You'll find the link in the video description where you can also connect with us on social media and sign up for our email list. Take care of yourself and have a beautiful day.